Hello everybody and welcome back to another stream where today I am playing From the Depths alone. I am of the playing the Frometh of the Depths McAloneth. There we go, that's English enough, right? And now you see today is a building stream. Meaning I'm gonna be building a lot of I'm gonna build a good amount of designs. And hello Schmunky, how's it going? Thank you for the drink. But yeah, I'm gonna be building a lot today. Because, well, I need some new designs. Yeah, I need some interesting designs. So we're going to be laying out a nice little framework here. Well, we'll go from the back to the front this time. Do. Yeah, I like the shape so far. Considering this is going to be a flying vehicle, you know, I want it to look cool. I want it to look at least somewhat interesting. Thinking I'm going to give this thing a big ol' cram cannon for its main armament. Alright, and now we get to do this part. And because this thing's going to be triangular in nature, you know, it's going to look very bizarre, to say the least. But the first layer is going to be like this, so I gotta get the first layer down at least. Hello. Don't mind me, I just have a bit of a cold while I'm doing this. Yep, just a building stream though today, Necro. Just a humble little building stream. And I don't need the tail anymore for that. Yeah. Oh yeah, no, I'm just working on new designs I was toying with in my brain. One of them being, I want big cram. This is From the Depths. I want a big cram flying triangle. And this is going to become said big cram flying triangle for me. Alright, layer 1 done. We like layer 1. Layer 1 looks safe. Until I start adding the jets. And then layer 1 looks a bit more scuffed. Because I'm going to make a couple lines of these. Mainly over here. To give this thing as much propulsion as possible. We like propulsion. Now there should be enough room just to do that. I'll have to touch it up a little bit, but that's fine. Touch-ups aren't the hardest thing to do. So this is what the ship will mainly look like from the underneath. And then I just go like that and fill in the blanks. Now, with my flying ships, I like to work on how the engines actually look at the back. So if you are watching this, yeah. Wait, what the fuck? Where the fuck is that kind of thing? I don't know. I'm just here building. So this is a 3 gap, yeah. Boop, 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 boop. 4 gap. So yeah, this is layer 1. But I am going to work on the engine design because, well, I'm a sucker for good-looking engines, I'm not gonna lie. And this thing is going to be a circling craft, so I want it to actually look good at the back. The way that I get that to work is by simply making the outline of the engine area. Like that. Yeah, that's a good engine area size. It's not going to be the fastest ship because this is going to be probably like a medium overall type of ship. And there's going to be 2 smaller engine areas over there, but I have to build those up a little bit before I even get to that. Alright. So air-wise, we need the circular-looking one. There. And then I go about there. And I want to just see something. Oh yeah, I like that. I do like that, actually. It looks kind of cool. And then I can add in these as, like, fill-out type of things. Yeah, that's a good-looking engine area. And now I can work on the sub-engine areas. Which are right here. Oh yes, and if you're wondering, so I do play a custom campaign with my friend Lonely. He is asleep right now. Either way, no, I do play a custom campaign made by Necro, who is, well, should be here in the fucking stream thing. Unless he's doing whatever the fuck. But yeah, if you are a fan of From the Depths, Necro actually has his own custom campaign. I would highly recommend you look into it, because it will give a lot of people a solid challenge. Because it actually challenges the idea of how you want to build things. Like, I have learned proper building techniques, ironically enough, from Necro because of his campaign. Because a lot of the ships in that, even on some of the easier difficulties, it's basically like playing the base campaign on hard. Just give these some backings. Do. But yeah, no, so far it looks pretty good, honestly, the ship. I do like it. It's going to look funny until it's actually completed, though. But that is par normal for the course with this game, I think. Until it's complete, it always looks a little bit of the funny variety. I want this, just like so. And then we go back the other way to make the completed sub-engine area. Let me look here. If I go like that. Alright, it should be a little bit higher. A wee bit higher. One higher. Okay, one higher is not bad. And this stream I will also be showing off some of my designs. Which, you know, people should hopefully enjoy to see. Alright. You see, there's a funny joke about From the Depths, like, how you need an engineering degree to basically play the game some days. Well, that's kind of true. Some days, at least. You definitely feel like it. But yeah, this ship is going to be basically a mortar ship, as I'm calling it. I'm going to build, I think, 2 duo cram cannons at the front and the back. Because it's going to be a circling ship, I don't have to worry about putting... I'm still going to armor it up. This is just the skeleton, if anything, right now. This is the skeleton. Alright, and now that the main aft part is done, I'll get the engines going, and then I will switch paint colors for the next section. Alright, and now I want to go like that, I think. Yeah. Definitely a nice looking aft section here. Can I put big engines here? No. What will I do instead? Small. Alright. I'm gonna finish off the rear part here. Oh, that's a 3-meter piece? Ew. 4-meter, baby. Let's go. Alright. Switching colors to this one for the middle bits here. It would look better if it creeped in, though. Oh well. back to this one. But yeah, this is just the skeleton of the ship. Because this thing is going to be a cram cannon ship from hell. Alright, yes, I'm still on that color. Good. Just so I have more space, I'm actually going to make this entire front part like this. Hello! Hope you're having a wonderful day. I'm just building layboats. Well, this one's a flying boat, but either way. This is the skeleton of a ship I'm making. And yeah, no, it's a good little skeleton, I would argue. I'm thinking I'm gonna go 2 dual cram cannons, and then maybe some smaller APS. And then torpedoes that drop out. Actually, no, yeah, no. Maybe torpedoes that deploy out from pods on the side, yeah. I did that. Alright, cool. And now this part. Now that the skeleton is basically almost complete. This should be banned. Why? This is a great game. It's a fun game. I love this game. It's actually kind of fun. Just building boats as we do. Casually building layboat. Fucking, I feel like Bob Ross or AEDs. Alright. And perfect. Alright, now I can just go like that. And I do want to fill up all the bottom parts with extra layers, so boop. Alright, now we have my little playing area for how much I actually have. And what I will do as well, so we can at least see the completed shape of this. Okay, why aren't you... Oh, right, the back. Duh. Good doy. Alright, now let's try this. Almost perfect. And then I believe it's just 3 furs. Alright. So this is the final outside look of the ship here. I think I'm gonna put... I said front and back originally, but I'm thinking I'm gonna go APS at the front and back. And first things first, armor layering. How do we accomplish armor layering, if you're wondering, chat? Well, I do my armor laying a little bit simple. Leave an air gap, fill. That's how I do my armor systems, is I simply just say, yes, leave air gap, then fill. Hello. How is it going? I'm playing the funny boat game. Fill here, give us a little bit of playing around space. And then I'll fill here. Alright, we have our basically internal fuck around and find out space. And I will actually divide this up a little bit more. Kind of like that. And then place you like this. And then like that. Perfect. Second little fuck around and find out space is set. Yeah, no, I know the feeling. I know the feeling right now. I'll make another fuck around and find out space right here. Like that. Perfect, alright. We have our fuck around and find out spaces. This space is going to be used for our steam engine, which we'll actually work on right now. Medium boilers because batteries. 1, 2, 3. That's large. I don't know why the fuck it wanted me to do large. Doom. 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 And then the rest of this I can just do that with. So now we have 2 fairly powerful steam engines. And I'm going to make sure they're sectioned off entirely here. And now I should be able just to do this. $216,000, not bad. Now then in here, what I'm going to do is build my ammo storage areas. So I'm going to put more toward about here. And then what I'm going to do is resources, ammunition box, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 2. Perfect. Well, I am going to do that. Alright. Let me look around in here. So we have our 2 little ammo storage areas over here. Perfect. I like that. Now what we're going to do is build our little AI areas. So I'm going to make these things a little bit smaller. And what I mean by that is smaller than the actual ammo storage's size. Alright. We have our general processing cards, which is perfect. And I did say this thing is a circling thing, so circling, hovercraft. And I will also be giving it aim, target prioritization. Yep, perfect. And I'm going to set this thing's combat distance to 2,000. Now, we haven't finished, don't worry. The armor that's currently here for a lot of the stuff is, like, it will exist, but, like, you know, it's about to get really funny for how I do my armors in a little minute. And then I can do this, and boom. Alright, cool. Our AIs, both, are set up. Well, for the most part, I have to just go over here and go, set you to 2,000. Perfect. And now I can actually section off areas for the turrets. Because if I just hit F5 here, you'll see that, you know... Actually, we should also section off an area for the batteries, though I have an idea for that. It's just... I'm going to be coming around the first corner. This area here is going to be on both sides for our electric engines. Because this thing is running off of fucking electricity. So let's see how it flies so far. Very nicely. Okay. We like that. We do like that, how it's actually able to hover.
Listening.
Now let's test its
Listening.
forward speed.
Form up and fly with fleet.
Just sending it out this way. Might take it a minute to build up speed. Hmm, 24 is not that bad. For what it's designed to be, it's not that bad, considering it's supposed to be a big, heavy fucking ship. Now I'm going to section off the areas for the turrets. I'm thinking I'm going to put them right about here. So I'm going to just go up, remove, 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 remove. We only need a 3 thing coming up here on either side. Alright, nice. Yes, indeed, the curse of the ion thruster. So these things are going to be our cram cannons. And I'm going to section them off and give them a big amount of space. Yeah, no, I understand that. For the front, because we have this entire space here, I'm going to make into a elevated APS. I think I'm going to go quad APS at the front, actually. So I'm going to get the shape of the elevated parts done up. Oh, I just use steam engines for that. So yeah, this thing is not going to be the biggest thing, but I'm probably going to have some missiles at the back for defense and all that. Anyway, let's get working on these cram cannons. I tend to work on these while being inside of the ship, just so I can be guaranteed that they fit. Alright. Perfect. Cram. 6-way. And this is gonna be a dual cram cannon, by the way. Should still be able to rotate like this, and then just do this like that. And then that. Well, you see, it's not just about that area there, because these are going to be massive turrets, which are going to hide the fact that I had to put some of the cram stuff on the outside. We just don't worry about that, alright? We just don't worry about that. I had to put some of the cram stuff on the outside, alright? We don't think about it. We don't worry about it. We just know that it's there. That's all you have to think about and worry about, alright? Looks healthy. Anyway, so we're going to now go underneath and start placing our stuff. And hope that the game doesn't have a mini aneurysm while doing anything, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Alright, I'm going to put high explosives in here. And I'm going to then put hardener over here. And then since I actually do like having Lafrag stuff, we don't worry that I'm having a lot of frags. We are not going to worry about the sheer amount of frags I'm putting into this cram cannon, alright? We don't think about it, we don't look at it, we pleasantly smile about it. And then up here, I'm just gonna do this. My ship is... My ship is gonna be a thing. So now we have two... can I just sneak a cheeky little one in here? Think I can sneak a cheeky little thing in here? Perfect. Both cannons are 1,500 millimeter things. And now time for the actual fucking turret design. I'm getting outline first. I would like my outline to look halfway, well, decent. I'm gonna go with like this type of thing. Yeah, that's a good outline, I think. And I have a plan for this back area now, too. Awesome. Alright. No, not yet. I don't want to do that yet. Yeah, this was like a main cram turret, wouldn't you say? Chat, this was like a primary cram turret. Also, if you wish to join me while I'm building, please check out the waiting room and just let me know that you're there. If you do not, then I will be, not aware that you're there. We'll do like this. Do that. And okay, we have that part done, but we are not done yet. First things first, we're gonna do this for a reason. Because now we get to the fun part of turret design, and it's the fucking sad part. I'm looking for like a cool turret shape because this is going to be like my custom. Because I'm building my own campaign in this game, so I want this to be like the main cram design turret of that team, if you know what I mean. No. Back that up. I like this design actually for the turret. Like that's a decent looking turret, eh? For cram cannons for a dual 1500 mil cram. That's a halfway decent design, I'd say. Main cram T. No, right there. Just need to look at that again. Right there. And now time for the front turret of this thing, which is going to be the fun one. Because the front turret is going to be a rapid-fire APS turret. With this much room on the inside. You think I can get like enough shit in here? For a halfway decent APS turret that fires like a really buck-ton fast? The answer is that. Alright, first things first, we're gonna play the game of weird-ass Tetrising. This is gonna look very fucking weird at the start. Oh, no, 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 no. It's not gonna be a small fast cannon. We'll go with this. I have made a 500mm autocannon before. Go 5 each way. I have to remember how I did this right the last time. That's the wrong way facing. Alright. Alright, and now I just need to look at something here. Alright. I can work with this, but this is where the fun begins, trying to decide what type of autoloaders I want to use. Oh yeah, right, my new strategy is very fucking weird. Yeah, that's the idea. It's gonna look very cursed in a second here, but that's gonna look fine. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be fine. And we need as much cooling as possible. Two-meter autoloaders. Smaller cannon, that's fine. I'm not gonna put them there, but I'm gonna go with the like one in there. All right. Now time to build the fun part. Remember how I said this thing is a quad? Yeah, it's a quad. That's the cooling vents. So I'm just gonna go gauge increasers here. Yeah, no, it is. It is going to be very cursed. Mainly because I'm gonna have to figure out a way to make this thing, you know, do the thing I wanted it to do. $348 mil. Perfect. Now I can actually work on the fun part. Ammo ejectors. I'm going to just put them straight backwards, or they're going to be going straight up. Do not worry, I know how cursed this looks. Oh, don't worry. This is gonna be a fun weapon. Because I'm also going to put a few more walls of protection around this. Alright. And let me go like this, and it's all a line anyway. Oh, and don't worry, it's about to get much worse after I, so I have to do this. I'm just going to remodel this a little bit here and make it a little bit bigger to accommodate the extra girth. Actually, I'll just build it into the turret. No, I want my turret. Thank you, game. Oh, no. This is going to be a terrifying machine of sadness. Don't you worry. I have made weapons like this be terrifying. Because you see, we're going to make this thing into, you know, what's the size of them now? 174s? Yes, that's fine. Yes. APS 2. I'm going to bring the spacing down to 0.1 for each of them. Oh, don't worry. I haven't even finished the armor layout yet. I'm just getting the guns in place so I don't have to worry about it. Yeah, but I like doing it manually because I like to debate while I'm doing things if I want to change it. Yeah, this looks reasonable. Access intake crate shell 6, 520 meters a second for that. 5,800 meters. Yeah, that's fine. Gonna put another gunpowder casing in to make it go faster. Yes, and then we're gonna do this. .44 RPM. Here's the thing. If I did that, it wouldn't work out as well, I find. Alright, let's make this thing a unique turret design that actually looks fucking sick. Start off with our basic fucking cube-ass looking design. Make this a little bit like this. I want to use offset right, yeah. Yeah, I could, but here's the thing, right? I want this thing to be able to, you know, work well as a easy to medium vessel. Right. Ooh, actually, I like this idea better. If I go like this, and then like that, right, and then I go like this. And then if I do this, and put 1 meter things. Oh, right, no, fuck, I got it. I'll have to go, like, all the way. Oh, okay, I didn't like that I did that, okay. Whatever. I can fix this. It's not a crazy deal. This is a rapid-fire frag cannon. Basically, it fires AP frag. Alright. This is the shape I want, which is good. Yeah, I already set up the shells. 3 gunpowder, they go 774 meters a second with 6,000 meters of range, and it literally is just a cheap and simple AP frag, because the main damage does not come from this gun. This is just the hold-off gun until the cram cannons go off. Like, this is not the primary armament system of the vehicle. This is the secondary. Oh, probably. But yeah, I'm trying to build a medium craft here. And then I can just do this. And AI here. How big is the gun? 174 mil. Actually, I could probably make it smaller to fire faster. Or make them smaller to fire faster. Like, for example, let me just fucking crank this to 4. 60 RPM. If I do a 4-barrel, but I want to do a 2-barrel, so... Oh, the turret? I don't fucking know. If I go underneath, it's, Don't worry about the underneath side. Does it rotate? Okay, yeah, we can go all the way around for all the turrets. That's good. I have discovered another error of this ship. worry about that once we finish it. Oh, don't worry. This thing is not designed to be optimized by any means. But now time for the superstructure, which will be back here. And the thing is, I only got this game, like, fucking last year. I only started playing it for my streams, like, when me and Lonely actually started playing the game together. Which was a while back. So, like, yeah. I haven't actually fucking developed the skills yet. But I'm learning, which is a start. So this is going to be the superstructure. I want it to look interesting. Thing is, I'm actually halfway, at least I think I'm halfway decent at designing a interesting looking superstructure. I don't know why my shit's fucking lagging like a bastard. Oh, the well. Because the thing is, I'm not done with this build yet. Because I also have to do the missiles. I have to work on the missile part. Oh, 100%. Alright, again, there's a simple interior that I'm not overly worried about. Decorations, ladder. Perfect. Alright. And now I can actually get to the missile system. The missile system. Which I'm going to be putting right over here. Medium missiles for offense, and then I'm going to put the small missiles in for defense. Alright, and then the schmalls. Alright, actually, you know what? No, the mediums are going to be for defense, which is not that hard to do with this setup here. Prediction guidance, and then turning thruster, missile interceptor, and I'll give it frag. Actually, no, I'll give it a regulator. Just pure fucking bullcrap missile flying at your forehead. And then for these, I'll go with my typical fucking designs. Regulator, signal processor, safety fuse, and EMP, frag, incendiary, explosive. Alright, and now I can do the same thing on the other side. There you go for that side, and then over here, well, you know what we're gonna do. 1, 2, and then I need to go prediction, turning, regulator, and then missile interceptor, perfect. And now we need to actually set up our defense visuals. Node here. Node here. Node here. Node there. And now I get to work on the internals, everybody. Back to the internals where we have to put some more healthy armor, everybody. We like healthy armor. First things first, we're gonna do this, like that, do that, do this, do that. That. Now here's where I do the fun part of showing off the funny. First things first, do this. Do that. Always leave air gaps, everybody. Air gaps will save your life. And on the last layer, put ERA. Yes, but it bugs out for me sometimes when I do that. Like if I do this, for example, sometimes it will just bug out and say no. No, I don't. I usually just use the one because like this stuff is a little bit more cost effective. Perfect. Alright. And now I'm just going to save this thing, and then I'm going to respawn it and see what happens. What would be a funny name for this thing? Almost done. Yeah, that works. Restart designer. Ah, 519 mats, not bad.
Listening.
Okay, this thing definitely burns a lot of fucking shit to stay flying. Ha! That'd be a funnier nickname than what I got. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna edit this thing real quick, and we're gonna actually add a bunch of smaller steam generators in here. Actually, I can probably use some of that open space elsewhere in the ship. Oh, like literally fucking right fucking here to build some actual fucking massive things. There we go. This is why I like building my ships with a bunch of open area. Because I can have them generate a lot of crap. I'm just gonna put all of these like this. Because we're still burning through energy like a motherfucker right now. And then I can build another resource area. Yep, I have a plan. Don't worry. This will fucking somehow work out. We just need some big fucking things, alright? This entire area is now for fucking the steam generation. The steam of generate. No. I need all of them. I need all of them. All of them. Look how much energy it's generating a second. There's a reason why. There's always a reason. It's called kaboom. It's called Rico. Kaboom. I want a funny ship that explodes. I wish for funny explodey boy ship. I simply desire the funny explodey boy ship, that's all. I'm just gonna fill this thing with resources. Listen, when you yearn for the explodey boy, you yearn for the explodey boy. I yearn for the explosion. Oh, 100%. But here's the thing. We're gonna test it against that. I don't know. Ah. For one of the clamshell hits, it just turned into fucking Swiss cheese. Oh, 100%. I was kind of hoping it would get close, but no, it didn't. What's the fire rate on the APS? For the 174 octuple turret, 1 second, every 1 second, fucking 44.6. Alright, let's test it against something else. Go medium and let's go against... This thing is an aircraft carrier. We'll go against the Orca. I mean, hey, this thing is holding up. Not to mention, I have elected to simply not use fucking repair drones in any of my ships now. I used to do that when I first started. I don't do it anymore. Missiles goer. We have taken one. We have taken a small amount of damage. All right. You want contrabands? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 20 contrabands. 500k. My game is lagging. I'm gonna save it, and if this thing lives, it is definitely boat. I am going to detonate, yes. But how badly? Oh, guys, I think the missiles are coming. Guys, I think the missiles are coming. I'm waiting for it. Let's see. Detonation. Okay, it's still alive so far. It's not dead yet. It's slowly dying. Ah, we're fine. A bit of duct tape and it'll be fine. How is this thing still alive after that? Yes. I like my ship cheesed. Yes, indeed. Alright, let me show you guys, I'll show off a couple of my newer ships I was working on. This thing is just a very dumb-looking boat. It hates existing.
Listening.
And it also has no protection method, so it is a very dumb little boat. A very dumb little boat. The Joker. This one is actually kind of unique.
Listening.
The Joker is kind of unique in a sense. I like it. I like the Joker. It has quad laser turrets. All of them are mainly for defense. And also attack. Funny little boat. All of these ships are designed to be able to fight shit in space if they have to. And also because I'm not a fan of jets. I'm not a fan of the standardized jet stuff, and also I was on a Star Wars craze. I kind of based a decent amount of them off of Star Wars. Same with this idea. Not to mention, the rangefinder turns. Look at it. The rangefinder turns. Oh. Yeah, not to mention, I like the legs of it. Because the legs on this, on the outer two legs over here, have missiles on them. The inner two legs are just pure aesthetic purposes, and same with the back two legs. They house the fucking engines and shit. And for reference, we'll put this thing against... This thing is how much again? I think it's like 300. Yeah, 300. We'll put it against a... We'll put it against a contraband. Again, these lasers are purposely for mainly defense. The missiles are the main offense system here. But I think this thing still looks cool either way. It's gonna get hit by the contraband missile because it has a lot of health for the contraband missile, I know that. Yeah, no, it's gonna get slapped. Holy shit, it actually didn't. Holy shit, this thing actually survived. Guys, I think the contraband missile is still after me. I'm waiting for it to hit. It's gonna have to hit eventually. The ghost of the missile. Let me just respawn everything to give them fresh health and no damage. Joker. Again, these are all medium craft, by the way. these are all supposed to be medium craft for my own custom campaign I'm working on. So the Parimba, where's that in this stuff? Probably easy, I'd say, right? Airships. This thing? Yeah. Yeah, these are all medium crafts. The Primba's already done a bit of damage to it. Lucky shot off, I guess. Biggest I have is when I found out the Steam Workshop, but the biggest one I've ever made is the Flagonist. And that thing is the godly vessel of my ship's fleet. Yeah, the Joker does a lot of damage. Thing is, too, the Joker can tank a couple hits. You know what the key to defeating the Joker is, for those who are watching who are interested? Take out the laser system, and this thing has no defenses. The more you do damage to the lasers, the better chance you will have at actually beating this thing. Though here's the thing though, it does engage from a long ways out. And here's the worst part, the closer you get, the stronger the lasers get. That too, but even then, I'll just show off another one of the ships. So, here is the transport ship of my fleet. This is the transport/repair vessel of the flying stuff. Small little boy. And it also does repair work. This is the repair ship. And it can attack if it has to.
Listening.
This is the tiny little thing that does that. It's a nice little boat. Well, nice little thing.
Listening.
Oh yeah, no, 100%. But yeah, that thing is the repair ship that I just showed off there. Now let me look at this stuff I have here. Oh, the Speed Demon. This is the scouting ship. I'm not going to show that off because it's not done. Sergo Striker, is that thing done? No. Stella Fortuna.
You changed your shirt again on your avatar?
Yes. I have many things. I'm just doing a build show off on from the depths of my stuff. This is the Stella Fortuna. A very good ship overall. Has very bad guns here. But it can engage from a long ways out, and its laser is very fucking powerful. For example, we'll put it against... just so I can show off the vehicle a little bit, I'm just going to put it against the Atlas. Yeah, you see what I mean by the laser's pretty good on this one? Yeah, the Atlas is already burning. The Atlas is getting a bit roasty toasted. And while it can fight with the guns up here, take out the little laser underneath and you're set. That's the little cheat code for this thing. How much engine power does it eat? About 7,000 of the 25,000. Like, here's the stats of the laser. So yeah, that is that laser thing. And now time to show off the big guy. The godly vessel, the Flagonist. If I can find it. There it is. Yes. That's how. Here's the Flagonist.
Listening.
You know, let me show you off this thing's lasers a little bit. Yeah, this thing also has a good laser too. And not to mention, there's 2 of them. Oh, and on top of that... Why, is that good? Is that good? I don't know. It has these things. Small little pack lasers. And then there's this. If this thing hits, I have tested this thing. If this thing hits, it can tear apart. This thing can tear apart souls. This is death. This weapon here is death. Oh, and not to mention, all of these up here are missile interceptors. This is the main death thing. If you take this out, it only has the small packs and then the lasers underneath. I wanted to see something. If I ran this thing at... We'll go with... No, we want that. And if I overclock this... This thing is now death incarnate. It does 1,000,000 damage a shot now. Shall we?
Sounds like overkill.
It's underkill for this thing. Not to mention, it has a little baby.
You are Canadian, so
Yeah,
wartime is in our name.
It has a little baby turret at the front. But yeah, each one of these are twins that are doing about 15k damage per shot. They charge for 10 seconds. It has lasers like that. Either way, Flagonist, I command thee to obliterate. Obliterate. Obliterate, my child, obliterate. Instant 70% health. My good sir, I request your death. Oh my Jesus Christ, it just instantly fucking shreds. So, yeah, this thing's a godly vessel, by the way. If you're wondering, it is slightly based off of the idea of the Venator-class Star Destroyer, but cheesed. And by cheesed, I mean Also, engine at the rear go burr. I have a unique-looking engine area because I'm a bitch. I am a sucker for good design. Not to mention, this thing consumes ammo like a bastard when it's reloading its missiles for defense. You know what? I wonder something. I'm gonna try this against the Tarpon. My good sir, you're about to die. She might be down one oh, she's down her lasers. That's fine. I see. We don't have the laser systems anymore. That's okay. Just get the big gun in gear. Big gun, I need thee. Go, commit, shred soul.
Your stream is lagging like crazy. What is your FPS counter sitting at right now?
58. Big laser. I need the big boy. Yo. We got the big Papa laser coming in. Come on. Because the big laser hasn't hit yet. There we go. It hit. Not to mention that Tarpon got lucky and took out both of the lasers underneath. Like, completely. Actually, I would argue that... I'm just gonna restart, I'm not worried. But anyway, no, that's the Phlegonist. It's a great vessel. It's a very terrifying ship of hell. You want to see a baby ship? It's a little baby ship.
Listening.
This thing's a little bit terrifying. It has, you know, terrible fucking side cannons. Tiny missiles. And laser defense. Hiya again. Welcome back. But again, this thing is, again, just designed as a cheap stopgap. Because in the lore of my faction that I'm working on, the Phlegonist, there was 2 of them built. One of them was scrapped for spare parts to build other ships. Because my faction is in fact poor. Because they lost a lot of their contracts, so they have to build shit like this. Oh, I'm just using the Atlas as my baseline. Actually, I'll show off one of my actual boats now. This is from the depths. This thing's an interesting boat. People might like this thing. Has slow firing 350s and then fast firing 200s with some missiles. And it uses jet propulsion. Well, ion propulsion in the water. I like the ship. It's actually kind of nice. But no, I test my ships against the Atlas to see how quick they can kill it. Because the faster they kill it, the better the ship is probably going to be overall. But the other ship I use to test is... Where are you? The Orca.
Was this just like a sandbox style game?
Oh yeah, no, this is like a full sandbox game where you have to build your own ships. And you can build anything from boats to fucking spacecraft and shit. Like, I have fucking... One of my favorite ships I designed that you might like, Blood, if you're looking on the stream.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, you can build maps. Is this.
Listening.
A very simple missile interceptor boat. It has twin 201mm cannons at the front and twin 201mm cannons at the back. All in all, it's a pretty good ship, I'd argue. So if I were just to, you know, show it off a little bit, what's the easiest ship? Go with the Steamworks, because the Steamworks is designed to shatter ships, I know that much. But yeah, no, like, the ships I've built in this game are pretty effective.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit of EMP is healthy. But yeah, this boat I actually decided to put the propellers on the sides.
That's a lot of propellers.
Oh yeah, no, 100%. But this thing needs it to actually move, because it is a heavy motherfucker. It barely floats. It's like if I just fucking say,
Listening.
turn the AI off, and it just goes in a straight line, you'll see why I say it's a heavy motherfucker. It is not the fast. It goes like 15 meters a second, and that's about it.
Man, I was running faster than that today on my morning run.
Yep. Probably. Either way, I'm gonna go because I am gonna go get my food.